Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8, and I'll try to keep this brief. This is an idea for a playlist, though I'll try to actually stay focused on this playlist. I've been adding a bunch of random videos, a bunch of other playlists, just because hey, look at this cool thing, I want to show this off. Like, hey, look at this video, look at this song. Or this is how I'm feeling at the time. And I don't know. Apparently I'm terrible at conversations or whatever. But you guys get the point. Anyway. But maybe I'll try to stay a little more focused in future videos and playlists and stuff. That being said, this playlist. Forewarning right now, I may never actually get access to an AI art generation anything. So, most of the videos of this playlist may literally just be me showing pictures that I would be using as, the base prompts to tell the AI to what to make. But I may never actually be making anything using AI. I may never even get access to an AI. Now, I was thinking about using Midjourney. Where did I put that paper? Hold on. Everyone's like, you didn't plan this out well. I'm like, I'm sorry. Kind of. Okay, not really. Well, I made a video called Apology Video once. I like it. Anyway, from what I saw of Midjourney's rules, if I were to subscribe to that and use it on the Discord stuff, is that 1, they reserve the right to ban me from it at any time. 2 is that I don't own anything. Next off, I wrote a note about another rule they had, something about AI creation. Oh, right! I was like, what did I write? Okay, so what I understand of the Midjourney rules was, 1, they reserve the right to ban me at any time. Any pictures I would make using their programs I don't own. Also, I'm not allowed to use any of their programs to make anything that's violent or pornographic, and I can't use their trademarks in anything. Also, I'm not allowed to create my own AI? How the hell would I do that, Midjourney? If I knew how to do that, I'd be rich. So, but yeah. But, at least according to that, I'm allowed to make my own random cool ideas because I think this is a cool creative outlet. Now, that being said, like I said, I don't know if I'll ever subscribe to use that or any AI. So, I may never actually be able to make any of these ideas. Heck, fan art of the ideas, even after I make AI of them, that's cool too. But like I said, I don't know. The best way to put it is this. I promise nothing. I guarantee even less. The only thing consistent about my channel is a complete lack of professionalism in any way. I'm just a random crazy guy who talks on the internet because I have an addictive and obsessive personality and I enjoy doing this. Heck, my full intro is greetings one and all to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet, a YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome, good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. And yeah, this is something I think would be cool to do. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And everyone's like, well, what would you want to do with it? And also, why are we seeing Brave Fencer Musashi? First off, Brave Fencer Musashi is the best game ever made for the original PlayStation. They did make a spiritual successor reboot called Samurai Legend Musashi for the PS2, which is a completely different game. It's an okay game in its own right, but this game is far, far better. Brave Fencer Musashi is the best game ever made for the original PlayStation. And I would say the best game ever made for the PS2 is Shining Force EXA, which is the 5th Shining Force game. I like the first game, and I like EXA. I don't like the others. And of course, other good games are stuff like Dragon Quest VIII, the Dot Hack series, Dot Hack Infection, Dot Hack Mutation. It's like, you guys remember the Dot Hack anime with Tsukasa and all that? And of course, great NES games like Dragon Spirit, The New Legend, and Robo Warrior, and Swords and Serpents. The Mario games, of course, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Super Mario World, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Battle Kid, Fortress of Peril, and Battle Kid 2, Mountain of Torment. Vector Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Shuffle, tons of Sonic games, like Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, You also have Kid Chameleon, Desert Strike, Powerball. Shouldn't be Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, Jersey Devil, Croc, Legend of the Gobos, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Gex Enter the Gecko. All the Final Fantasies. So I remember in the past I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 like a dozen times all the way through. But I know in some Let's Plays I try to return to like the RPGs, especially the old Final Fantasies, and it's hard to stay focused on it anymore. But I did play a whole lot of that in the past. And of course the music's incredible. I like the art. And then of course other games, like I think I already said Dragon Quest 8. I think that's most of it. Grandia 3, Star Ocean Till End of Time. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Mega Man Legends, absolutely. At one point I made an idea called Touch Grass. Like what if the idea, like you made VR games, but or just for the already VR chat thing, but you could have rooms from like, say the dungeon of the island dungeon, underwater dungeon of Mega Man Legends. What if you just had that but no enemies? You just sort of chill. You can have music or just ambiance or whatever, and you can have other people in there. Part of me is also, what if you just had it as like just sort of experience, just be in there like you're chilling. Like what if you could take an environment like Balaam Garden or the outdoor areas from Final Fantasy VIII or Final Fantasy V, and you can render them in like a VR chat sort of style, so people could just enjoy the scenery. I mean, I guess people could socialize too. But, I mean, heck, I've tried VR chat, and initially my reaction was I just went to the virtual window in the make-believe building and just sort of stared out the window and watched the rain. Which I guess just goes to prove I'm kind of antisocial, even in make-believe world. So, yeah. But that's the idea. Like, what if you could just... And, of course, that you could always... I haven't really messed with it too much, with the idea of a playlist. Like, what if you went into a video game, killed all the enemies, and you just sort of had where your character just sort of chilled, first-person view, just enjoying the environment of the game. Like, pick one of the Tales of games and just sort of look at the backgrounds. But, of course, with an AI, you could change the backgrounds of like a 16-bit game from the Super Nintendo. It's like the Lunar Silver Star story, and make it into a more 3D immersive environment. And of course, I've described my personality as multiple types of fusions, though I'll say, if I were to pick one individual character to most accurately describe me, it's Mikan from Danganronpa 2. So, if anything, I am the male version of Mikan, but also a catboy. So, but yeah, personality-wise, I'm Mikan from Danganronpa 2. But fusions that would represent me pretty well, a Dragon Ball Z fusion of Astolfo and Jack Hanma, or Chronogorgon from Soul Eater and Vash's Stampede from Trigun, or Stein from Soul Eater and Nagisa from Assassination Classroom. And there's tons of other ideas as far as with that. But I'm trying not to get too distracted. Other things I'd want to do, of course, is like, I really like Brave Fencer Musashi. I could take a whole bunch of the characters of this, bring them more into life, basically get free advertising with, hey, here's this game I really like. I want everyone to check it out. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's done some cool Let's Plays of it. But I just new art styles for it. Particularly, a lot of the backgrounds in it for, like, Brave Fencer Musashi or Mega Man Legends. I'd like to sort of bring those, I like the art of the backgrounds and the environments. Heck, to bring the 8-bit characters and enemies from Dragon Spirit and Robo Warrior into a more Dark Souls level sort of graphics, or Elden Ring. Heck, what if you did a fusion of the final boss Juno, Mega Man Juno from Mega Man Legends, and combined him with Grave Lord Nito? Or, heck, I think an amazing, both in terms of personality and in attractiveness, would be a Dragon Ball Z fusion of Roll Casket from Mega Man Legends and Albedo from Overlord. Then again, I'm a big fan of the Tenchi Muyo series. I also enjoy Slayers like Lean Inverse, Zelos, and all of them. Naga, she's got big boobs. Also, Berserk of Gluttony. Absolutely amazing light novel that, well, I would like it if it ever got animated. So, yeah.